What's up, sexy? How you doing? How you doing? You doing good, my love? We're gonna finish the secret language of the body. Okay? I wanted to clear the air. What's up, Divine S? I wanted to clear the air. This is also questions and answers. If you not question and answer, Q&A. Yeah, it is. So if you want to ask me any questions, I am free to open. Try not to make it personal, because if you make it personal, that means I have to tap in. Okay, and if it's something very important, it's meant for you, not for everybody. Because remember, we on live. But if you have any questions, okay, questions about me, questions about anything, spirituality, I got you. So starting it off, I'm going to practice a divination of it's sort of like bibliomancy. It's called bibliomancy, but it can be any type of book. Okay, I have an angel number book, so I'm going to give off an angel number by looking at y'all, so y'all can't see, or I'm gonna close my eyes, and then I'm just going to feel the energy before I start with the book. Okay, the energy is for angel number 482. Inspire yourself. Ignite your passion. Before I get into the message, I'm just going to channel what I'm hearing. A lot of y'all are been in relationships. A lot of y'all have been church hurt. That's why a lot of y'all stopped going to the church, because y'all was church hurt. Y'all have been family hurt. Okay, you have been going through school all the way to college hurt. Even been hurt on your jobs. Even your friends calling you hurt. Like I said, you've been hurt on top of hurt. You're tired and sick and tired of being sick and tired. Okay, your team knows that. But I have to inform you, you had to go through that. Every test and trial, every disease, every incident, including SA and to not SA, near death experiences. You had to go through this. You picked it. Okay. It's called the heavenly courts. Okay, that's one way people talk about it. And then another way is called the Akashic records, which is going up in the heavenly courts. Okay, so in the heavenly courts, you do sit in front of God. You do not see his face, because can't no one look upon his face. Also, you're around the oracles, you're around the elders, masters, teachers, loved ones. Okay, there's certain ones. A lot of y'all have ancestors that's not going to come back. They have did what they had to do. They have healed everything they had to heal, so they're not coming back. Okay, sometimes your ancestors are not your blood ancestors. Okay, they could be, say you went to a church, and this lady, they call her the mother of the church. She was everybody's grandmother. Okay, she can adopt you. Okay, in the other realm. All right, so basically every test and trial that you're going through is an excitement. Hello, is an excitement. Do we agree upon it? No, because we forgot, because of spiritual amnesia. So if you know what amnesia means, like when someone wake out of a coma or hit their head, they forget anything about them. Y'all have seen stories about it. Y'all heard it. It's the same thing as spiritual amnesia. You go up in the heavenly courts. Once again, it's called the Akashic Records also. You have a book of life. It's called the Book of Mantles. It has all your archives in it. Everyone is not gifted to go up there. And then some people, that's their gift to go up there. Okay. It's a book of your prophecies. It's a book about mantles. Okay. So if you hear church people talking about going up in the heavenly courts, okay, spiritual people call it the Akashic records. Okay. So I'm going to use church terminology, and then I'm going to use spiritual terminology so you can understand, understand, overstand what I'm talking about. Okay. So your angel number is inspire yourself. Once again, a lot of y'all have been church hurt. Okay, a lot of y'all were chosen as a prophet. There's all types of prophets, babies. Okay, so there's mysterious prophets, there's seasoned prophets, there's prophets called at birth, there's prophets that God chose during a traumatic experience in your life. Okay, and then some of y'all have the gift of prophecy. Okay, so it's like you channel. Okay, you have messages. All right, so a prophet is always rejected out of their home. Okay, so if you go to church, because you have a passion. That's why when some of y'all went to church, y'all never quite understood why you like something's not right about this. There's more than that. It's like you had that feeling. A prophet is God's best friend. God loves his prophets. God loves everybody. But prophets is a type of chosen people. All right. So a lot of y'all got church hurt. And because the pastor rejected you, the deacon rejected you, everybody rejected you because you knew something. Y'all have a passion for God. Can't no one turn you away from God. Okay? So a lot of y'all, once again, y'all were called at the womb. And then some of y'all were called when y'all was like going through something, when y'all was like 7 and 8 and y'all went through that traumatic experience. Y'all was called. Sometimes you have to go through something traumatize you to wake you up. So like when someone flatline and they get the electrical things out, they have to boop boop them to charge them. Okay, like when y'all in an accident or if y'all see something, it seems like your life flashed above your eyes. That was also called a soul loss, soul fragment loss, but also it had to recharge you. So a lot of y'all, this is the time for y'all to inspire yourself. So your angel number is 482. Ignite your passion. The slump you have been facing in life is being addressed today. Your angels want you to look around to become inspired. Follow a person on social media who interests you. Go to an art museum or flip through a book with ideas that ignite passion. Let your energy align with an inspired vibration. All right. So that was your angel number. A lot of y'all feed y'all physical body. Y'all take care of y'all physical body, but your spiritual body lacks nourishment. You have to feed your spirit. All right. For those who know. All right. So if you into the basic instructions before leaving earth, which is called the Bible, all right, or if you into the Quran, or if you in the Torah, or inspiration books like Izali Yavant, or the book called Power, or the Kabbalion, or the Apocalypse, or the Dead Sea Scrolls, you're feeding your soul. So you have to feed your soul. Your soul is going to prepare you for what we in. My love, we are in spiritual war. That's why your spirit, your body has been going through stuff. A lot of y'all got backaches. That is part of your ascension. A lot of y'all are having intense, deep, low pitch, high pitch, ringing in your ear. A lot of y'all have constant voices going on. Some of y'all that's on medication for that, and you got diagnosed as schizophrenic and bipolar, please continue to take your medicine. God will still use you, but you need to take your medicine, all right? So a lot of y'all are going through a lot of ascensions at this time. We in Capricorn season now, but on the 16th, we're going to have a comet that's in Aquarius. We are in the year of Aquarius. Aquarius is the water barrier. Even though Aquarius is air, Aquarius also affects water signs. All right. So we're going to get into this. Once again, this is Q&A. Nothing personal, because if you ask a personal question, I will ignore it because I ask nicely, nothing personal. But if you have any questions about me or something about spirituality, I'm going to help you out. Now, the book that I'm getting ready to finish is called The Secret Language of the Body. All right. We have the gallbladder. Some of y'all had y'all gallbladder removed. Okay. Some of y'all having gallbladder problems. It causes resentment because you holding on to things. All right. You won't let it go. You have a grief about men. It seems like majority of the ladies have gallbladder problems because you having grief about men or your masculine self. So if you're a man having gallbladder problems, you having a problem with your masculine self, or you questioning your sexuality, okay? Achievement in the world, feeling irritated, depressed, indecisive, confused, angry, wounded, thinking of yourself as a failure, thus sabotaging opportunity for success. You always self-sabotaging yourself. You always in your way. That is also a sign of you jealous of yourself. Yes, my love, you can be jealous of yourself, okay? You always talking down to you. You always talking out the side of your neck. Sometimes you think people are cursing you, or you think someone sent you the evil eye, baby. Sometimes it's the words coming out of your mouth. Life and death is in the tongue. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, baby. Sometimes that's the words coming out of your mouth. Okay? You always negative. You always got to put can't, or I didn't, or I don't have. Okay? It's always negative. All right. So if you remain in a negative environment, a negative energy, that's where you're going to manifest. That is what you're going to attract. And that is what you're going to stay in, that environment. You choose to keep doing that. Okay. So you must inspire yourself. That angel number that I spoke about. All right. Feeling second best, neglected, unimportant, a victim, holding on to trauma and pain from the past that creates struggles, hardships, and lack. Okay, so how do you get the remedy? You can heal thyself. Okay, I'm not telling you to fully get off your street pharmacist medicine, because a drug dealer is a pharmacist. Okay, so a pharmacist is that street pharmacist, which incorporate the doctor to push it out. All right, sometimes you are on medicine that's not meant for your, all right, every medicine is not meant for us. Okay, their weighing scale is not meant for us. Our oxygen, I mean, not the oxygen, the blood pressure is not meant for us. The oxygen is different. Sometimes they want money because some doctors feel like, just like spirituality, oh, if we get the money, we'll do this, we'll do this. There's different types of doctors. There's FMF, family medicine doctor, internal medicine doctor. Then you have one that's a DM, okay? That one's not really someone. So sometimes you go to a DM, they're not really going to really give you a thorough checkup. They're going to push drugs on you. When you push drugs on you, yes, some drugs will help you, but it's going to cause another problem. So you need to incorporate, must check with a doctor. I'm not a doctor, never played one on TV. But if you're going to try to live a healthy lifestyle, like if you got high blood pressure, okay, celery water, pure celery juice, water, beetroot juice, or eat beets, okay, that would help you. Also, garlic. They have garlic capsules that's odorless, okay? So garlic also, if you eat a raw garlic, is very hot. So if you had a dream that someone made you eat something, okay, or you had sex with in your dreams, you know that is a form of witchcraft. All right. Normally you eat a habanero pepper or a jalapeno pepper. If you have neither one, you can eat a raw teeth of garlic. You eat it, you chew it up. Once you swallow, you can chase it down with water, or you can chase it down with a piece of bread. All right. Witchcraft can happen to you. People can put witchcraft on you, roots, jinx, curses, black magic in your dreams, especially if you dreaming and someone blow powder in your face. If you having sex, or if someone's giving you a bath, if someone's telling you to say this, repeat after this, if someone's telling you to write something, that is a form of witchcraft. Another form of witchcraft is controlling people. Okay, we're going to go back to church. There's Christian witches in churches. When they tell you this and they putting fear in you, that is a form of witchcraft. Religion is not supposed to control you. And those that are being controlled by religion is a form of witchcraft. lying, gossiping is a form of witchcraft. See, everybody want to think about candles, a little hocus pocus. No, it's more than that when it comes to witchcraft. Okay? Breaking the 10 Commandments is a form of witchcraft. Celebrating Easter, celebrating Christmas, celebrating your birthday. If you really want to get technically deep, a lot of y'all are performing witchcraft and you don't even know you're performing witchcraft. Those nursery rhymes that you say are chants or spells. Words are spells. That's why they call spellings. That's why they said be careful what you speak over you, over your family, or over another person. Be careful what you pray for, because this is in your heart. Your true intentions are in your heart. So a lot of y'all are performing witchcraft and didn't even know you're performing witchcraft. A lot of y'all would say, well, I'm not going to buy no candles, but y'all go buy those scented candles, okay, from Bath and Body Works, Wally World, Target, or whatever you get it. That is a form of witchcraft. Soon as you light it, baby, that is a form of witchcraft. So be careful who you throw rocks at, because low key, you're doing the same thing, but they just not ashamed of doing what they're doing. Okay? So, for your gallbladder, so you can heal yourself, focus on your gallbladder. What color do you imagine it to be? So, colors have energy. So, if you think of gallbladder and then you see blue, blue is over your throat chakra. So, once again, you're not releasing. If you see red, red is anger, aggressiveness. You're angry. You're holding on to something. So when you meditate, ask them to show you in your mind's eye what color. All right? Y'all that was born to see can visualize in your mind's eye. You just choose not to. Everybody know what a yellow school bus look like. So if we was all in a classroom and we said close your eyes and see a yellow bus thing, y'all will see that it might be a burnt orange yellow, it might be a bright yellow like this, but y'all will see a yellow bus. Some of y'all make up too many excuses. Okay, so when you're in meditation, you can envision that. Healing has different colors. Healing is just not black and white, it's not gray. All right, so the remedy is see what color it is. That's what you need to release. So if you see a red, that is associated with your root chakra. Okay? Forgiveness of the ancestors. When you do forgiveness of the ancestors, you're supposed to go back to Adam and Eve days, aka little days, because that's how far our bloodline goes. Okay? A lot of y'all wondering why, what does the meaning of generational curse mean, breaker? So say Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse was born into a family, all right? And all on their family, all they hear is bad relationship, alcoholism, drugism, always in the penitentiary getting locked up, a theft. That is in the bloodline. All of us have good ancestors and bad ancestors. Okay, everything comes with a price. We inherit both. Don't say, no, we don't. The devil is a lie. No, you can't blame everything on the devil, because I'm telling you, it is true. You find yourself saying things that your mama or your grandmother used to say. And you're like, oh, Mo, my mother and grandmother used to do that. I'm turning into them. Aren't they your ancestors? That is called a spirit transfer, an energy transfer. If you hang around somebody, you start mimicking their behavior. That is an energy transfer. That is a spirit transfer. So make a long story short, generational curses. Once again, you see all that in there. It's because some of your ancestors was not good. They dibbled and dabbled in the dark arts. They made a covenant with a demon. Okay? They made a blood covenant with a demon, which is your bloodline. Okay? That's why I'm saying blood covenants are really hard to break. For you, they didn't come through with their offer. Okay, they died or something happened or someone cursed it and they died and didn't nobody get to fix it. So it's in your bloodline. So that's why it's a continuation of seeing different things. That is a generational curse. You have to go up and you have to break that altar. Some of y'all ancestors made a covenant with Baal, Baal. Google it if you don't know who he is. A lot of y'all ancestors made a covenant with Beelzebub. A lot of y'all made a covenant with a lot of your ancestors, and some of y'all have. All right? So that's why your finances is not flowing through. That's why this sickness, this cancer keep taking everybody out, or diabetes keep taking everybody out. That's why I said you are the chosen one to break generational curses. When you do that, it's not just burning a candle, my love. It's not just taking a spiritual bath and go sprinkle, sprinkle. It's deeply rooted. It's deeply rooted. All right? The gallbladder is like a little bag to process toxicity and density from the body. In your mind's eye, check if your bag is full or empty. If you ask, they will show you. They might smell you. You might smell like garbage. That's letting you know it's full. You might be smelling caca. That's letting you know you're full of caca. Okay? So it's a lot going on. If you ask, they will. If you can't see it, baby, you can feel it, you can smell it, and you can hear it. They will tell you. You just have to pay attention. Once again, when you hear me talk about meditation, you're going to honor your positive and negative thoughts. You have to acknowledge them that they're there. They're going to keep coming. So you acknowledge them and you let it go. All right? If it's full, concentrate on emptying the bag. Imagine throwing all the toxicity or stones in a purple fire. Purple is like spirituality. Purple is like your crown and third eye chakra, mostly your crown chakra, higher. So it's also called the violet flame. So you know what purple look like, you know what violet look like, you know what a fire look like. So when you do that, imagine, okay? If you can't close your eyes and do that, you can get a candle. Okay, you can do a white candle, a black candle, or a blue candle. And imagine all that. Just see it going right in there. You have to use your imagination. That is part of vivid imagination. That's why they said play. Playing and being playful is very important on your spiritual journey. Okay, because you're open. As an adult, we're very critical. We hold a lot of anger, a whole lot of resentment, a lot of hurt. We don't want to forgive. We don't want to forgive. If you do forgive, you don't want to forgive yourself. And then some of y'all hold it on. And y'all quick to throw it up in people's faces. Like it could have happened 12 years ago. And all of a sudden you bring it up again. That means you have not let it go. You haven't truly forgiven. So a lot of y'all body is hurting because y'all holding on to stuff that y'all shouldn't be holding on to. All right. So you see it going up in a violet flame. Okay. If you don't want to use violet flame, then use like a golden flame. Any type of fire. You have to let it go. Another way you can do is in meditation. Imagine you making gift bags out of trash bags. And everybody that hurt you, give them a trash bag and say, I love you. But this yada, 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 ray, no longer resonate with me. I'm giving it back to you. Thank you. I wish you peace, love, and light. It's all sent back to you. There's a way that you can get rid of it. You can also write it on brown piece of paper. Everything on there and burn it until you healed. You have to let it go. Some of y'all is like, why is my cancer coming back? Why is this coming back? Why? Because you're holding on to a lot of unforgiveness. And then you talk to people who judge you. You need to find someone that you don't know, that you like their energy and you're drawn to, for them to listen to you without judgment. Ask them to lend you their ear. You need to vent. If you don't want to write it out, you need to speak to someone. Another way, you can go in front of a mirror when no one's home, when you all alone, and have a powwow with that person in that mirror. Because that's exactly what a healer is a giant mirror. That's why a lot of people hate on you. They bully you. Because when they see you, one reason they see you is because they see themselves and they know they're not doing it right. So you bring it out of them. The second reason is because you was made in his image. So if they hate God, your Father, they're going to hate you because your light is intimidating. Spiritual life is not for the weak. I'm telling you now. A lot of people are quit doing the spirituality because they said, this, it ain't working for me. Everybody is not called. Everybody's not called. Everyone is gifted, but everyone's not called. And then you have a lot of people that's not focusing on their gifts. They focusing on like, wow, I would love to have that gift. You know what, baby? If you knew what that person went through, you couldn't fathom. God gave you your gift because he knew your capacity of what you can handle. And the reason why you don't get everything all at once, because your physical body cannot take it. Have you seen people that OD on drugs or are gone crazy doing this because they tried to run away from it? They opened their third eye without waiting, and it made them lose it. So what they do, they drink themselves to death. They get high. They chase that high because the voices don't stop. It increases. When you drink, the voices don't stop. It increases. So you get the good and the bad voices. You're not supposed to open your third eye. Basically, your third eye is already open. It's what we look at, what we speak, what we eat, which is what calcifies it. If a lot of people that's taking all these things and try to open their third eye, and also going to people say, can you open my third eye? Once again, if you don't know good spirits from bad spirits, sometimes they can attach a demon to you to open your third eye. Okay? And there you are like, I can't sleep. I'm doing this. You look like you're losing it because you wanted stuff in a hurry. When a woman is pregnant, literally, you're pregnant for 10 months because a month goes by before you even know it. So 9 months, some people have it before 9 months. Some people, it stays in there for a minute and the doctor has to take it out. Your body lets you know when the contraction hit. Your body lets you know when it's getting close. Your body lets you know that something's wrong. Either you're constantly gurgitating or you're like, oh, you eating a lot, you sleeping all day. Your body go through phases. You cannot rush that embryo to develop. It's an embryo, then a fetus, and then to a child. You cannot rush it. It goes through 3, 6, 9. It's the same way with spirituality. So if one of your strong gifts is hearing, stop focusing on what you can't see. You have to dominate that hearing, and then the rest will come. Likewise, I can't hear like that, but I do be feeling goosebumps. Okay, focus on that. Focus on that. This is what Spirit wants you to do. A lot of y'all pushing it, and it's going too far. You have to go baby steps. Hello, Swanika. It's baby steps. You have to go. Some of y'all get the assignment and y'all just looking at it. Sometimes y'all repeat the same freaking thing, same energy, different person, because you feel like you Captain Save-A-Hole. You feel like if I do this and do this, no. Once again, sometimes you're the narcissist. Sometimes it's you're the problem. Sometimes God is saying, you know what? You're not listening. I told you to take time for you. You have things to trigger. Everyone deserves love. Everyone deserves wealth. Everyone deserves happiness. But sometimes y'all try to feel like y'all can do it better than God. But you can't. When Yeshua was on the cross and the Romans picks them out and water and blood came out plus his intestines and everything. He was born of God, but he chose to live in a manger. He chose to give birth in a danger. He chose to live in different environments. The reason why he chose that, so you would have, when he died to the cross, poverty died with him. You're not meant to be poor. Once again, he taught you, the Lord is my shepherd, which is the Lord is my keeper. I shall not want. There's nothing you cannot have. He supplies all your needs. But y'all feel like, oh, God, I need money to pay my light bill. Okay, he supplied it, but you don't have money for food. You don't have money for that. And then you pray for food, and then someone give you something, then you complain about, I didn't want this. I don't like noodles. But you just said you was hungry. This is the problem. Y'all never satisfied. You say, if you bless me with this job, I'm going to shut that door. I'm not going to mess with them. Soon as God open that door and give it to you, you go right back to that vomit. You go right back to that relationship. You go right back to that drinking. You go right back to that gambling. Did you know gambling is witchcraft? Told you, a lot of y'all practice witchcraft and want to say y'all don't deal in it. Yes, y'all do. Once again, gossiping, lying, controlling a person is a form of witchcraft. And it's in the church today. As you see, a lot of churches are getting exposed. Burning a candle is witchcraft. So be careful who you throw those rocks at. Be careful who you judge. Because you're doing the same thing. Same energy, just a different way. Y'all upper saying them nurseries wrong. Oh, Mary Mac. That is chanting. Celebrating Christmas. Doing all that stuff. Going to church just because it's Mother's Day. Just because it's Father's Day. That's the only time you go to church. Every day is Mother's Day. Every day is Father's Day. Actually, the day you was born, your birthday, that is your first birthday. You don't have no more birthdays after that. You have a soul day. From you was born to you 1 year old, you have that soul to teach you everything. When you get that one thing, that when you become 1 to 2, you do a spirit exchange. You do a walkthrough, a soul exchange. That soul from 2 to 3 mimics from 0 to 1. Everything is just more advanced. So it's like you lease it, then you turn it in, then you get the same model, but it's just more improved. You only have one birthday. You only have one death day. Even though multiple people have died multiple times, I'm still alive. So when it comes there, you will have one death date. So all this stuff y'all saying, all these church people on here, y'all want to talk about crystals and stuff. When Moses took the Israelites out of Egypt, okay, and God told him to go up in the mountain, okay, for 40 years he was up in that mountain. But down on earth, they just thought he was gone for like a couple of hours, maybe a couple of days. So when he come back down, he was fully beard, old. He had a veil on, and he was like a shaman. I mean, not a shaman. He was eliminated. Okay, he very shiny. He told him, his brother Aaron and Aaron's sons, he said, I'm gonna make them high priests. Okay. There was high priestess in the Bible. Esther was one. Habakkuk was one. They were female prophets. They were high priestess. So when he said, this is how I want it, and their breastplate and their helmet is going to have onyx, obsidian, tourmaline, ruby, garnet. There are crystals in the Bible. But when you use crystals to form something with a candle or to cast it on somebody, that is witchcraft. You can have crystals on you, but some of y'all overdo it. Y'all be dressing like Flavor Flav, Mr. T, all draped up here, all bent over with crystals. Crystals have certain jobs that it do. Crystals is not going to protect you from black magic. Crystals is not going to protect you from curses. Crystals only do what it's supposed to do. Some of y'all put y'all whole faith in crystals and not in your spiritual team or in God. That is witchcraft. Y'all do a lot of stuff. You're not supposed to be controlled. That is a form of witchcraft. Then we have, a lot of y'all have receding gum lines. A lot of y'all have gum bleeding, gums, unsure of yourself, the decisions you have made, not following through with projects, giving up too quickly, procrastinating, too demanding and selfish, refusing to change, stuck, fearful, impatient, insecure, doubtful. Now, every last one of those negative things I said was a demon. They are in an attachment. They are an entity. Because we are not supposed to be depressed. That is an entity. That is a demon. Being insecure is a demon. Being doubtful is a demon. Being stuck is a demon. Those are called attachments. Those are little imps whispering in your ear. Once again, church people have them too. Church people get possessed. Church people get mounted just like spiritual people do. Also, God talks to false prophets and God talks to prophets. You need to use your discernment of which one's true and which one's false. Let me tell you one thing also about chosen people. Chosen people, they all about peace. They don't entertain a lot of negativity. They don't throw rocks at glass houses. They are quick to forgive. When you forgive, that doesn't mean we friends again. That door's closed. I go my way, you go your way. That's what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is not dealing with the same bull crap. That's not forgiveness. You're not going to forget, but I don't have to deal with you anymore. Sometimes God will let you continually get hurt because you don't listen. Sometimes he will have a person turn a deaf ear because it's the same thing, same thing, same thing. Sometimes y'all get readings after readings after readings, and it's the same energy because y'all not listening. So God will close that person where there's no reading because you do what you want to do. Once again, a lot of y'all cry for love, but y'all don't know how to properly love yourself. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is forgiving. Love is not pressuring. Love is understanding, overstanding, understanding. Love is listening. Love is hearing. Love is smiling. Love is setting boundaries. Love is saying no. Sometimes y'all just greedy. I'm not going to lie. Some of y'all completely greedy. Y'all want people to do what you want to do, but you don't want to do no changing. And then when that person said, I don't have to do this, and then y'all be like, I'm tired of this and this. You know what? Sometimes it's you. God is not going to let you keep messing up that person's life. Just like God ain't going to let people keep messing up your life. Some of y'all need to reevaluate thyself. Some of y'all keep breaking promises. And God said, I'm not going to deal with it no more. God tells y'all, I told y'all to leave that person alone. I had something better for you, but I needed you to get your head straight. I needed you. You say you want money. You say you want this. So when I give you the opportunity to open that door to do it, you still go back to what's preventing you. So sometimes he gives you the silent ear. And then when you come back, he said, you want some wine to go with that cheese? Or you want some cheese to go with that wine? Or whatever, however it goes. Because you complain. And he said, I gave you plenty of answers. plenty of things. I sent you the right person. You rejected it. I sent you that job. You rejected it. I sent you that car, but you rejected it. All y'all do is complain. Just like they did when Moses and Aaron took them out of Egypt. They complained, they complained, they complained. They was thirsty. Moses said, they up there targeting me. God, what you want me to do? I did what you said. Now they taking it out on me. He said, go strike the rock. They complained about that water. They complained that they was hungry. So, he made manna, angel food. They complained about that. Then they said, well, all we're going to do is have bread and water. So he made a bunch of quails come down. And he gave them meat. He said, take what you need, eat all of it. Don't hoard it because it's going to mold and get worms. They didn't listen. They got greedy. So they tried to take more than what they needed. They knowing good and well they didn't have no refrigeration, but they was greedy. Like some of y'all, very greedy. Y'all bite off more than y'all can chew. And then when it gets worms and mold, y'all complain about it. Once again, every assignment, every relationship, every you do is an assignment, is a lesson. Some of y'all just ain't getting a lesson. And then y'all going to find yourself where God is going to turn a deaf ear and he's not going to send you nobody to help. And you're going to think he turned his back on you. No, you'll get ready to learn a lesson. Because every time he sends you help, every time he gives a word, y'all go back. And that's like nailing him back to the cross. Y'all never satisfied. Never satisfied. Y'all find something always to complain about. And also God is telling me, a lot of y'all, when y'all pray, y'all only pray to God when things go bad. Y'all never stop and give him thanks when things is going right. When you wake up and can move, when there's people fighting for their life, there's people burying their child, and there you are, you got a child, but you still don't give thanks for that. You don't give thanks that your children live to see 21. There's a lot of children will never be 21. They died at 5 years old. Y'all complain too freaking much. Complain too much. And then y'all still never satisfied. Your ancestors got beaten, got hung from a tree, had babies taken from them, fed to gators, a lot of things. They paved the way for y'all, and y'all still freaking complaining. Still freaking complaining. So it's like, it is what it is. Sometimes he will turn a deaf ear to y'all because y'all not listening. For real, for real. For real, for real. God loves a cheerful giver. Y'all always want God to give y'all something, but y'all never turn around and bless somebody else. That is selfishness. That is being very selfish. And another thing, honor that mother and father. It's very, very important. I don't care if your mother and father was never in your life. I don't care if your mother and father beat the crap out of you. I don't care. Give them to God. But you're still supposed to honor thy mother and father, or your days will be shortened. Also, mother and dad, parents, do not invoke thy child to anger. Sometimes y'all invoke y'all child to act up because you did not live your life. So you tried to live your life through your children. You had a jacked up marriage. So you tried to interfere her because you low-key kept jealous because they married and yours wasn't successful. So you bitter. So you try to nitpick, say, girl, that's what I went through. Y'all can't be happy. Stop living y'all life through y'all children. And another thing, you lay down to conceive that child because you have a problem with the egg donor or the sperm donor. Does not have anything to do with that child. You should never talk bad about the parent to that child. That's between you and that parent, not the child. A lot of y'all take it out on your child because he left. His job or her job was to produce that child because of y'all bloodline. Sometimes it's not meant for y'all to be together. So y'all very bitter because he chose someone that he was supposed to be with. You was only chosen to bring forth because of that bloodline. Your bloodline goes back to Adam and Eve. That's why it's called the 12 tribes. It's not always guaranteed that you're supposed to be with that person. A soulmate is not to have sex with all the time. Just because someone come through, that can be a karmatic soulmate. That can be like a brother-sister type of soulmate or a soulmate. Some of y'all overdoing the things because y'all too horny. Y'all just be dropping it to be dropping it. Y'all be dropping it like it's hot. Your first date should go get an STD check. Your first other thing is to inquire, be a detective. Is this dude married? Is she married? That's why a lot of lives are lost. There's a lot of people free-floating, giving people AIDS and stuff just because they mad at the world. Bruh, why are you doing that? You chose to lie in that bed. Y'all quit. Oh, he's fine. Some of y'all be looking at materialistic things and they really broke. That's why they broke, trying to live an out lavish life. And then when God send you somebody because you said, I want to be financially stable, I don't know, he dressed like a bum. Look at his shoes. That's why he got money, bruh. Some of y'all, shame. Seriously. Y'all strictly gold diggers. Gold diggers. Then you get mad when they don't want to give you the money. They ain't your husband. They not obligated. Only time a husband or wife is obligated because y'all made that commitment. Just because y'all lovers and sleep together, they not obligated to take care of you. They not obligated to pay your rent. That's your damn job. Then you get mad at a person. They ain't no ring on it. Ain't no ring on it, so y'all getting mad. He's taking care of his responsibility. You're not his responsibility. Y'all just in between getting y'all biscuit butter. He's not obligated to take care of you. He's not obligated. And if someone say you want to go out to eat, your first question is, are you paying or are we going Dutch 50-50? Normally when someone invites you somewhere, they are held accountable for that. And when someone do invite you to go eat, that is wrong for you to order the most expensive thing on the menu because you're not paying for it. That's selfish. And that's why you get stuck being used. It's the same energy. Do unto others as you want others to do unto you. It's the same energy. And then you wonder why people are all in your business because you boasted on internet all the time. Don't nobody care because Leroy left you or Leroy got cheating. If someone did do something on you, you just blasted that whatever they did worked. Some things ain't meant for everybody. Y'all talk too dang on much. That's why it's called monetary spirit. And then when you do broadcast, oh, I got the bumps. And then when someone make a comment, you rude, I'ma block you. But baby girl, you broadcasted it. So what do you expect? You open that door. Some of y'all do some stupid stuff, dumb stuff. Y'all do stuff for attention. And then when y'all open that door, y'all get mad, angry because someone commented on it. And then some of y'all are bullies. If you don't like a person, why are you entertaining them? Is that making you feel good? That's making you like that because you mad at the world? Because they are walking in their discernment, walking in their gifts, walking on that spiritual path they supposed to? Because you a slacker? You don't like her because of her eyes or the way she speak or the color or her hair or she's Becky with the good hair? Are you mad because you don't like yourself? That makes you a bully, so you make a rude comment, which is unnecessary. You should have just kept on. That's another thing I don't understand. That's why people that hate on you believe in you the most. They believe in you the most because they can't copy and paste. They have to take notes. Y'all haters. But then y'all get upset when someone hates y'all. Y'all get upset when y'all do stuff and then God sends it right back to you because it got returned to sender. All of a sudden you mad at the world. Why are you doing this? Didn't you just do it to her? Didn't you just do it to him? It's just jacked up, man. Then you wonder why your life is full of chaos. Then you realize why your body hurts. Once again, you must honor that mother and father. They could have aborted you. Even if they gave you away, some people really had a reason why they had to. Maybe you was a product of incest. Maybe you was a product of rape. And you know what? They got kicked out. And they rather give you to somebody because they couldn't help you. So you mad instead of knowing the reason why you hate them. Sometimes you mad because you and your parents don't get along because y'all was karmic in another lifetime. And y'all didn't fix it then, so y'all came back. There's a reason for everything. A reason for everything. So is there any Q&A questions? Anything? If not, I'm going to get off. Because I said what I had to say. But once again, y'all quick to say somebody's a witch. And y'all a witch yourself. Y'all quick to say you full of demons when you have a demon on you too. Jezebel, Delilah, Jonah, depression, anger, envy, jealous, idle hands, gossiping, lying, cursing. Do you know the word, the F-U-C-K, that word? That's how you know you have a demon on you, because that's a word a demon use. So a person that constantly say that word, they have an attachment. Drinking all the time, that is attachment. Getting high all the time, and that is an attachment. So therefore, you are practicing witchcraft. Just because you go to church don't make you holier than another person. So any questions, or I'm getting ready to get off here. Any questions? Hola, greetings, rising, grace and peace. Grace and peace. Well, until then, I wish you peace, love, and light. Ashe.